I would trust you to get my mail, maybe walk my dog.
Maybe.
Definitely give you access to my bank account, but never let you.
Okay. Do not touch my roof.
Never.
God. Man has his standards.
Ooh, I already poured my beer. I'm too excited. I don't want to wait.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
I'm excited to hear what you got. Oh, my bad. All right, then. Well, then. Welcome to Beer Belly. What do you have, my friend?
Deliciousness. I got an
He's
FML.
smooching it. An FML? Oh, okay,
FML,
nice.
Yeah. Fuck my life.
All the fear, all the movies, all the lines.
No. It's fuck my life.
It's definitely fuck your life. Okay,
don't listen to this man.
You're
crazy.
You're going to be saying it after a couple of those, that's for sure. You're going to pour your beer. I'm going to pour mine. So I actually brought with me. It's
a pizza port, isn't it?
On the show. Yes, Yes, it is. Recently, but this is a different one, though. I figured, why not? We'll do something a little bit different, but a little bit the same as well. This is actually their chronic ale, amber ale. So I'm down.
They use the same kind of art style.
Yeah, definitely like same vibe throughout. Likely the same artist every time.
Where's Pizza Port located? Did we talk about this in the past?
We did talk about that. It's actually not too far, but this says Carlsbad, California. Can't be far at all. I think they have multiple locations though, some closer than others.
Okay. Well, I'm Googling it.
Sounds good.
And the closest one is Dana Point, San Clemente.
Okay, so yeah, not too far, not too bad.
From you, it's a little far.
I would definitely drive out there just to visit and enjoy a day out there.
Oh man,
let it be one of our stops.
I talking about going down that way. I went to the Cut, and
nice.
We were gonna get brunch. We went there during brunch hour, but I got a hamburger because why the fuck would I get brunch at a hamburger spot?
Right.
Oh man, that place. Oh, that's where I want you to try bone marrow. Not like that crappy experience we had. I mean, the overall restaurant was great in Napa Valley, but that bone marrow that they gave us, where it was a little spoon. What the fuck? They're just stealing money from us, fucking bitches. I mean, do you remember that they gave us a spoon like this big and a hole this tiny? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm used to this game. I have a tiny spoon and I'm used to trying to get it into this big of a hole.
The tale as old as time for old John here.
Usually the whole side is the disappointed side. No, this time it was spoon side. The spoon side was but when you go to the Cut, you get the rod, you get like the, and then they cut it in half. So there's no struggle. Baby don't like to work. I don't want foreplay. Just right on. Wait, were we talking about food still?
You know what? I was lost the whole time, but I feel you though. No, it actually sounds pretty bomb. Okay, yes, let's dive into this beer real quick. Cheers, sir.
Oh, sorry. So I got so excited about bone marrow, I needed to calm myself down. Talking about big spoons entering little spoons.
So without cheating, can you guess the potency of my chronic amber ale here by Pizza Port Brewing?
What kind of IPA is it?
It's not an IPA, standard? It's an amber ale.
Oh, it's an amber ale. Amber being red, ale being ale.
Great deduction, sir. A savant. The Einstein of his day.
I have a way with words. Yes.
Most definitely.
I'm going to say it's an amber.
By Pizza Port Brewing. I don't know if that's any hint to you at all.
7.3.
Oh, so not close at all. Burn in hell.
Where was it at?
It's at 4.9.
Oh my god, you got a bitch beer again. Terrible.
I didn't even look at the percentage. I was just like, oh, that sounds like fun. I've never tried the amber ale from there before. Not that I can ever recall. And why not? Fuck it. And yeah, I got it home and I didn't look at it at the percentage until right now before opening it. I was like, oh, that's where that's at.
Not approved. You wasted your money.
It was actually only like $3.50. I couldn't complain. I was like,
you should have got it for free.
They should have paid me to take it off the shelf for them. But I will say, considering how light it is, It's actually pretty flavorful. There is definitely some good old amber reddish notes going on in there, but not overly light either. I feel like I've had small IPAs that where I've higher percentage than this, but had a lot less flavor going on. This is something I can actually get behind a little bit, and it's refreshing as hell considering it's like 80 degrees right now in California.
It's fucking hot. Why am I wearing a sweater? Because
Jesus.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bleep me out. I forgot I can't use the word.
You picked the animal noise this time, and your wish will be granted.
Wait, what was that? You want me
you
to
pick
make
the animal sound to censor you with, and then we'll work it out in the edit. Go ahead, pick it out.
Can I just make a noise? Can I just make a noise?
Go on. Wow. All right. Sounds like a llama vomiting. Very good. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
I'm looking at what this says is the flavor notes. So I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna see if I taste those flavor notes. So let's see.
All right. I get a nice hint of bear claw in there. Not the donut, but the actual claw of a bear.
Choro. Tropical punch. I guess I taste tropical punch, but then it says berry and peach.
Whoa. I don't know if I've ever tasted berries from an FML.
No.
I'm gonna make a point after you make your observation.
I mean, I guess I taste the tropical punch part of it, but I don't know if I taste berry or peach.
Yeah, I would say one thing I appreciate about FML by Stone Brewing is that even though it's a double hazy IPA, right?
Yep, hazy double.
I really don't get that it's like overly hazy or anything like that. If anything, it has like that strong like oomph that a double IPA gives you, but without it being overly like citrus or anything like that.
Agreed.
It's not overly fruity or anything like that. That's why immediately when you read words like peach and fruit punch, I'm like, what? I don't really get that
at all.
Very much at all. Yeah, which is nice. So I mean, I'm appreciative of it. It's not like overly sweet. It's not trying to be something crazy, even if it reads as such. I'm not really getting that whenever I taste it, which is I think a good thing for me.
It's what I like to call balanced.
Thank you.
John's classic word of describing IPAs that he enjoys. Balanced.
No, very good. I think I need to buy you a monocle and a vest from now on.
Whenever I say just put it on really quick.
Exactly.
Balanced.
Yes, exactly. I'm with it.
Oh man.
Well, where's my phone at?
Daddy gonna feel it today. So
oh good.
I went to the cut obviously yesterday.
Very nice.
I went to the Boiling Crab. First time in years.
I saw Yvonne's story. I was like, oh damn. So did you guys go to the one that's closer to your place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
It's like 2 minutes away. It's very fucking huge. That's
really? Oh shit. Yeah. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, so Daddy got the king crab.
Nice. Daddy also probably paid a premium price for that too.
How much is it at your location?
$70.
Oh my god, I wonder why it's more.
Per pound. So actually by the end of it, it's probably just under $100 if it weighs like the top weight that they say it can.
Okay, so mine was 65 per pound.
Okay, good. Nice.
So, and I didn't care. I didn't want to see the breakdown. I knew what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, it's king crab. You're going to spend that much anywhere.
So good. And the ladies, Yvonne had a little tiny bit. The rest was all mine. I had my way with it. Oh,
did she get something else for herself then?
Gumbo.
Ooh.
The shrimp, the Cajun fries. We shared everything, but she didn't get a lot of the crab.
There was not much left by the time.
I want to share. I was murdering and eating a king. I don't want to share.
John, the king devourer. I like it. I like it a lot. Most definitely.
Mm-hmm. I talked all this shit when I was cutting that bad boy open. You thought you were the best. And then, just suck it right out.
That was actually a great impression of my favorite pornography right there. Can we get it one more time for the people?
There we go.
There it is. Yeah, nice. You sound like Zoidberg, just a little bit.
Oh, did you hear that they're bringing that show back?
Futurama?
Yeah.
I've seen that it's been posted about on social media more recently, but I didn't realize that was the reason. I just thought, for whatever reason, it's back in relevancy. Not that it ever really left much.
They're bringing it back on Hulu for a new season.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's like its second revival, I think. Didn't they revive it once on like FX or something like that?
I want to say it may be its third revival. Second for sure.
Shit.
It's happened twice. Well, wasn't Family Guy like 3 or 4 revivals?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would say at least 2 or 3 for Family Guy. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same tale.
Adult Swim
for Futurama. Yes, Adult Swim revived really the shit out of that. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Oh, excuse me. That was a nice one. Oh, I'm proud of myself.
I'm a little turned on. Just a little bit.
You're welcome. I turned myself on a little bit. I need to change my shorts before I go out for dinner tonight.
So this is going to be like present episode from the past. Is what I'm going to call it.
Well said. That's like the Buzzball sequels. Oh my god! You send that to me. Whatever the fuck you just said right now.
I don't remember what I said. I said
a present episode from the past. Are we in an X-Men movie?
Yeah. Might be. We might be.
Are we in a shitty X-Men movie right now?
I do got that beard like Wolverine.
I'll take it.
I just finished watching Book of Boba.
Oh, okay, you finished the show. Nice.
Book of Boba was okay, but Mandalorian was amazing.
Yes.
Did this not just feel like Dragon Ball Z filler?
Like just an arc that didn't quite matter very much.
It was like 7 episodes total, 3.5 episodes of Boba, and then the rest had Mando in it. And it Mandalorian. It felt like filler from Mandalorian, like straight filler.
Yes. That's essentially what the first half of the season was. I agree. It was like, okay, cool. Here's just like a little like side story going on that you might feel something towards, but ultimately Mandalorian's going to steamroll over everything that happened and just make everything better though at the same time.
Yeah.
It was like, why not just call it Mandalorian season 3 or something like that and let it run on for like another 10 episodes? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like half Boba Fett, half Mandalorian. But again, like I think the show was cool. And I actually was starting to get into and appreciate Boba Fett more by episode 3 or 4. Like Sin and I were invested.
When he
and then
was
all of a sudden Mandalorian pops in. And that was hype. But yeah.
It shifted. It completely shifted to the Mandalorian. It was filler. I've said this before. And I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck about Bulma's day. Why is there an entire episode about her day? I do not care. Damn you. And that's well, I can't say I felt this way about Boba, but like you said, at that point, why didn't you just make a season 3 Mandalorian?
Exactly. That was pretty peculiar. I mean, yeah, it reminds me of like, even though it's neat, the idea of it is neat, but you have Saiyans that are training themselves to be Super Saiyan 24/7, but ultimately nothing happens in that time though. But it's cool, the idea of like, hey, let's get used to our bodies being at Super Saiyan so we can be ready for when Cell comes back. But ultimately, it's not the most exciting arc in the world up until Cell games happen.
It happens. And you know, I'm going to go ahead and be the room. I'm fucking tired of Tatooine. It's Tatooine, right?
Yeah, it's Tatooine. Yeah.
Oh my God. Can we please get off of this goddamn desert? I'm dehydrated every time I finish an episode. Well, what, AJ?
I'm going to Google it right now, but where's Rey from? In Star Wars, she lives. It's not Tatooine, but it's basically the same. Oh, Jakku. It's basically the same thing. Yeah.
It's like Canada, America Junior. I mean, Tatooine Junior.
Tatooine. Yes,
Tatooine,
exactly.
Yeah. I'm just tired of it. Just stop.
I agree. It's pretty disappointing. I mean, it's neat because you get cool little nods here and there, but ultimately, what's it for? One thing I just thought about right now, those, I guess, spoilers for Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett season 1, but those Fett twins,
oh yeah,
they kind of just bounce out, and They're not really brought up ever again after they bounce.
Yeah, they were straight up bitches.
I was looking forward to them being like the new crime bosses, which who knows what season 2 will hold, or Mandalorian season 3.5 now, kind of at this point. But yeah,
no, we got fish people. Fish people. Let me say that again. Fish people.
Grogu's got some baby eggs to eat. It's okay. It's all right.
Oh my god. So, do you have any idea where you think Mandalorian's going with the way this episode or the way the show ended? With Boba?
I haven't seen it since the week the episode premiered, but no, I don't recall. What were they talking about again? I just remember it was cute because
they just took off.
Yeah,
they were in the ship together.
They're back together again. Which I mean, you know what? I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the season. It was pretty cool for the most part. But aside from episode 1, I think the rest of the season was pretty cool. But I don't know, the whole arc of where like he just kind of ended up ditching Luke Skywalker ultimately, but it doesn't even really show it happen.
This epic ending to season 2 of Mandalorian, just to fucking ruin it in a filler episode.
Just like here, he has the potential to become this ultimate, even more ultimate Jedi, being trained by the ultimate Jedi, and it's just like, oh no, but I miss my daddy. So
yeah, your daddy gave you a tank top. Go with him. You know,
tank top, a sparkly tank top. Excuse you, sir.
Oh, you mean from Lord of the Rings? That's what I thought when I saw that. Was that's going to protect them from what was it? Not Elvish blade, orc blade?
It was it was like orc something blades. It was a cave troll that stabbed him in the chest with a fucking spear or something, and he's like,
he makes those weird noises.
Just a baby's coo. You know what? He was like a reincarnation of Baby Yoda. Now that you mention it, he kind of make the same sounds.
I get that. I feel like because of that little teaser where he wants to be a Mandalorian, and she said you're not because you took off your helmet. So the only way of doing it now is by bathing in the juices of the Mandos.
That's a great way to put it.
So I guess he's gonna go and get baptized. I mean,
that's true. Yep. Probably the juices of his people.
Probably baptize this little shithead too.
Little fucking egg eater over there. He looks cute, but he's nothing but trouble. He's a murderer, essentially.
Yeah.
Those eggs were fertilized,
and he murdered them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then he shit them out. So that's what happens.
It's pretty terrible.
So something else I've been doing that I've really been on right now is Metroid Dread.
Oh, you've been playing Metroid Dread. Nice. On Switch. How have you been liking it?
Good. I mean, it's pissing me off. I get stuck at some points and I'm getting frustrated, but it's good. I'm gonna beat it. I'm very desperate to beat it as quickly as possible.
That's the thing though about those Metroid games. Apparently you can really get stuck in certain areas, and it's just up to you to figure out what the fucking puzzle is. Where's the magical block that you can actually break and then travel through the rest of the tunnels?
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Oh my god, it's a little frustrating, but I'm looking forward to beating it. The bad guy, I don't even know if it's the bad guy, but it's like the Egyptian looking dude. Looks really cool. Looking forward to fighting him. So hopefully by next episode, I'm either happy that I defeated him or sad because I was defeated.
Well, tune in next time to find out.
Well, not next week. It's filler. The week after, though.
Yeah, exactly. We still got to chase around a frog for a few days, but we'll be there eventually.
Did you ever go through that Toonami where you get to a certain point in Dragon Ball Z and then it fucking looped to the beginning?
Oh yeah, they would restart the arcs over and over again
all the time. It felt like I was in an endless death loop. It was just the worst. Oh my god, I will never forget that. And then it got to the point that you knew that it was gonna reset. You're like, right. Oh, we're getting close to the episode. Goku just beat Raccoon, and we're back to Raditz.
Funimation, we've come to bargain, please. Is it because they were still like working on the dub for the show?
I would imagine, or maybe Toonami didn't have the rights after a certain spot, but I couldn't tell you. That shit is frustrating.
It was really frustrating.
I don't really listen to him as much anymore. Geekdom 101. He's like the Dragon Ball Z expert. He recently posted a YouTube video about Toonami airing Dragon Ball. So I might listen to that now, hoping that he might address that. Because I am curious to know why for 5 years of my life, I watched the arc and a half.
It'd be interesting to watch that video. Then I'll have to check that out.
Fucking and then I don't know if you experienced this, but at some point, Nickelodeon or not Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network dropped off of cable. You see,
I remember when they were talking about that, like they were like rallying for that on commercials. Like, if you want to keep Cartoon Network on your cable service, call whatever number and let them know you want to keep Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Gone. Gone. And then maybe 3 years later, we got satellite TV and Nickelodeon, or why do I keep saying Nickelodeon? I'm a boomer. Cartoon Network was on Dish, and it was actually DirecTV. And I was so happy. It was like after years of waiting, finally, and it's the Great Saiyaman episode.
Welcome back.
and like, because it went so far, the Cell Saga was done. So I never saw the Cell Saga. So I went from this dope Frieza saga to nothing to the Great Saiyaman.
Also known as nothing.
Terrible. Awful.
I mean, he's got Fidel with him. That makes it all the better, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. Fucking. Ugh.
It's pretty sad what they did with that character. Adult Gohan deserved better. And eventually he gets there, but it's sad leading up to it.
It looks like he's going to be a bigger part in this new movie.
Oh, yes. I actually have not seen any footage from like trailers or anything like that yet. I'm looking forward to it though. I'm hoping. Images. Oh, okay. I mean, I've seen like poster art on Twitter, but I have not actually like seen what like clips from the movie look like quite yet. But if any of the past like 3 movies are any inclination, I'm hype and ready for it to be badass. I'm really hoping so. I think it might be hard to top, at least for me, like some of the fight scenes that like Broly had to offer, or even like Battle of the Gods. But I'm hoping that it's pretty ridiculous.
Well, the rumor is Sal's going to be the villain in this one.
Ooh,
which would explain why crazy. Gohan's going to be a bigger player in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
How great was that season? You want to know the awful truth? I'm going to say it, guys. I'm going to say it. Don't judge me. For years, and I'm talking years, the only reason I knew about the Cell Saga, like the actual story, I always knew of it, but I went from fucking Frieza Saga, skipped Great Saiyaman. Awful again, was because of the Budokai games.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, same for me. All
my information about the Cell Saga was from the Budokai games. And it wasn't until I was like 23 where I was like, okay, I'm going to watch the Cell Saga. It was great. I can see why people love that saga. Mine is still always going to be the Saiyan saga, that classic Goku versus Vegeta.
Sure. Absolutely.
Maybe because I saw it 10 million times, Cartoon Network, but that's always going to be my favorite one.
You were just force-fed it until you believed it was cool. No, but it is badass. I mean, like, you have all these mofos getting mowed down, all of Earth's mightiest fighters in the world, like, getting trashed by Nappa. Getting shanked by freaking Vegeta's knee or whatever. And then finally Goku comes and just clean shop. It's pretty badass. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. We're cool. And then wait, there's something worse that's coming? What a cliffhanger. That was so fun. Like, you think I'm the worst thing that you're going to fight? You have no idea what's even coming to you right now. And then
then we get into the fun stuff, because I love that whole arc, the Freezer Saiyan arc, because although the Saiyan saga probably is my favorite saga, I really loved the buildup of Goku going to fight the Ginyu Force.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Like I hated the fact that it took fucking 8 episodes to get to it. Like
it's only 4 hours, no big deal.
yeah. And then Goku finally gets there, and next time on Dragon Ball Z, it's like, oh my god, fucking why? Why? But yeah, when he goes and he just fucks up Raccoon, oh,
that it's so badass. Again, that's like another example of where like everyone is seriously underpowered, and then here comes Goku here to save the day because he's just that overpowered bitch that is just ready for whatever the fuck they throw at him for a time.
Whoa, yeah. For 4 episodes, my friend, 4 episodes, and then right back to fucking who cares about the rest side characters for 25 episodes.
That's true. That's true.
I just want Goku. That's it. You know those people who bitch that there needs to be another hero? Shut the fuck up. It's Goku show. There's no Gohan day. There's no Vegeta day. There's Goku day. Okay? I'm talking to you, AJ.
Damn. You say that, but I have been wanting to watch this arc that has gone on where Vegeta becomes like ultra powerful and may or may not be the hero of the arc, so on and so forth.
Spoilers. It's Goku.
Damn, that's rough. Foiled again. Sorry, Vegeta.
I don't even know what saga you're talking about. It's Goku.
It was news like a year ago, probably even longer ago.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
He learned a new technique that I won't tell you, but it was from the people who taught Goku how to use the instant transmission. Vegeta definitely had a time to shine. And I was keeping up with that saga for a while, and then they fucking do what they always do with Vegeta, just kind of,
it's fucked up.
I agree. They should let other heroes, like the whole Gohan thing, where Goku was still kind of the hero in the sense he kind of guided his son through the whole thing. That was great. Doesn't always have to be Goku killing the bad guy.
No, I mean, freaking Gohan was kind of really cool in the Cell Saga and stuff like that. He was really fun. He was kind of a hero for a minute in Boo.
He was a little emo bitch.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but I mean, he looked cool. I don't know, like Teen Gohan as like a Super Saiyan was really cool looking. I don't know. He kind of had like the armor and like the cloak going over him. The design of the character, at least, was always really cool to me. I don't know.
Yeah, God. And the other part that would get me so wet from the Cell Saga was when Goku was like, we need to learn to be Super Saiyans, like naturally. And then they're just chilling at a lake, having a gay old time, just fucking blonde
picking
hair,
some flowers, drinking. Yeah.
Bros being bros,
bros being bros, riding some deer in the wilderness. Yeah, that's all there was to it. Like, hey, but we're doing it as Super Saiyans, and that's enough.
It's just bros being bros. You ever been to prison? Just bros being bros.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
Oh man. Like I said, what did I say? Today's episode's the present episode of the past. Just reminiscing about things that have already happened.
Jesus
Life.
Christ. So, Sin and I had a little anniversary trip recently.
Okay. Yeah.
This past weekend, had fun time, went brewery hopping. Sin was really accommodating with that. She had like some breweries in mind that she wanted to hit up while we were out there in Anaheim, California, which was tight. Like, I was really happy about that. I was like, oh, wow, I'm super impressed right now. First brewery we went to was Karl Strauss, which was actually really fun. I look forward to the four of us being able to go sometime. That would be tight.
I also live like 2 minutes away from one.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. The one that we went at was probably not far from you either. Probably
I'm not that far from Disneyland.
No, not at all. You're probably like 20 minutes from the Karl Strauss location we went to, which was fun.
Okay.
But yeah, we went to a few breweries, but that's not the story I'm here to tell right now. So I think it was our first or second night there. We were at the hotel, pretty fun hotel too. It was cool. It was like just it's like a less than a mile from Disneyland. Blah blah blah. there was a time where after a night of fun, Sin and I went back to the hotel. Now, Cynthia went to use the bathroom before I did in our hotel room. And we have
ladies first.
Yeah, ladies first. Let her do her thing. I was fine. And then it was my turn to go. And so I did, and I go to sit down to do some business, and she told me what business she was going to be taking care of, and I too had similar paperwork to take care of. So I had thought about it, and I sat down, and I was like, oh crap, that's right, I should use the poopery. And so I, not a sponsor yet, so I went to grab some poopery from the counter there, and I went to go spray it in the bowl, which you're supposed to do, but I looked down, and there was some stuff going on in the toilet, and I was like, wait a second, was that me, or was that the person before me?
Did the sneaks come out or did the sneaker come?
Okay, so the whole reason I was like, oh shit, I should use poopery is because like I was already like, my body was like, all right, it's time, and I looked down. When I looked down to go spray it, I was like, wait a second, was that me?
You got the old poop surprise.
So it was definitely like a curious case of the mystery poo. For sure. Of the mystery pooer.
Who pooed the poo?
Yeah, who pooed the poo? Because like I know my body was a grumbling and it was ready to go, but I was honestly surprised when I looked in and I was like, okay, that could have been me, and maybe a lot more left me than I expected at the time, or someone left behind a present to discover.
She's just showing you how good the poopery works, AJ.
Exactly right. It could be right there. You'll have no idea. Shining endorsement for poopery, apparently. Yeah, but so I asked her. I was honestly curious. I was like, I'm baffled right now. I brought it up to her. She's like, no, I always check to make sure we're good. I'm like, you always check? Like, I mean, I don't know if you always should have to feel like you need to check. Like, you just either you flush it or you don't. And if you forget to flush, that's okay. But
own up to your mistake.
Exactly. And just like, no, like I would have known if I did or not. And I'm like, all right, well, if you do always check, then maybe it was me. I remember a bowel movement happening, but it just seemed like more than what I would have left behind prior to using the poopery. It just was. So to this day, the mystery is still at large. We don't know who the mystery pooer is.
Bandit. Yeah.
Could be me. Could be her. I'll be surprised if it's me. Could have been you. Yeah,
I could have just snuck in, let one out, and leave. Like you said, 20 minutes away. Not that far.
That's that evil laughter I heard down the hallway. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. I just, again, the worst part is that I still don't have closure on it, and I probably never will.
You never will. No. You should just accept it was you.
I think honestly. So. I'm
welcome to marriage.
I'm more willing to accept it was me.
Yeah. Welcome to marriage. Or you're getting there. Come here.
Only a quarter of a year away. Or I'm sorry, quarter year down, 3 quarters to go. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I might as well get myself trained.
Yeah, get used to it. Get used to it. Did you guys get into Disney?
Okay, so that was a fun thing. So we planned to go on Sunday of this past weekend. And then it turned out we got there and, we were both pretty fried from the weekend, and Sin and I saw the line going into California Adventure because I had taken her to Disneyland about 3 years ago. And so she's like, well, I've never gone to California. And on top of that, they have the Adventures Academy. So I'm down. And so cool, we'll do that. We see the lines and it's ridiculous because they have like a food and wine festival thing going on.
Yes. Yep. You went then.
Which seemed fun. But anyway, we're like, okay, fine. We'll go tomorrow. So we went on Monday and we go to buy our tickets. We're all hype. We pay for parking. We get the tram ride. We're about to go up to buy tickets. And this lady's like, oh, we're actually all sold out for today. I'm like, out of what? And she's like, tickets to get in. I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know Disneyland or California Adventure could actually sell out. I never had that problem before.
Well, for the longest, there was reservations. Now it just sounds like they sell a number of tickets and then tough shit.
Yeah, and so we downloaded the app that they have there, blah blah blah, and yeah, sure enough, it was there. You can get reservations, but for as soon as, I guess, as of the airing of this episode, Thursday of this week. So yeah, I was like, wow. So yeah, it's definitely still reservation based, which I couldn't believe. I don't remember that ever being a thing when I was younger, but whatever. So unfortunately, we didn't get to go, but we did have a nice time wandering around. Oh, are you there, sir?
No.
There we go. There we go. So we didn't get in, but we decided, you know what? Let's make some lemonade out of the situation. So we went to downtown Disney, hit up this bar where one time Sin bought me a Michelada for like $30.
Oh, you went to that bar again?
Yeah. She was like, well, you know what? For the money we would have spent, let's have a good time. So figured, why not? We go there. The Michelada was like half the price of what it was that last time for whatever reason. I think because I was being bougie and ordered what they called like a gold Michelada. I don't know. It was delicious, but whatever. I don't know. But it was only half the price of this time, which is still expensive for a freaking Michelada.
For a Corona and V8 juice.
Exactly. But it did taste pretty good. It was zesty. And then we may or may not have paid to get into a bar that's attached to a hotel. But this time,
you did that shit again. You guys get a rush out of that. Pooping in bathrooms and not flushing, or leaving too much and the flush didn't go down, and sneaking into a bar.
So this time we paid a visit to a bar that was actually a part of like inside the resort. Like before we were at like I guess like the hotel bar like a long time ago. We probably brought it up on the show a while back. Whereas like inside the hotel, outside of the lobby area. This time we're like, oh, you know what? I bet there's a pool here. Sure enough, we found the pool. We were gonna walk in through the gate, but then we were just like, oh, well, you know what? We'll find an entrance to get through. And then we saw a bar across the way. So we just kept walking and the gate stops and the bar is just right there in front of you. So there was nothing stopping you from getting to the bar. So we just sat down, had a great time, and had multiple good beers and cocktails. It was really fun.
Nice.
Met an older couple there. I had, so we've had Unsung Brewing beer before.
Yeah, I have
and
several times.
This time I had, I'm going to forget the name of the beer, but it was a double IPA you have there. It's called like Pacifica or something like that. It was really good. It was strong. I had one of those. I had a single IPA from another brewery that escapes me at the moment. And then we met this older couple who were really nice. They were probably like, I don't know, late 50s, early 60s, something like that.
Okay.
Super chill. And it was the wife's birthday, and we just proceeded to get down. Her husband bought a round of shots for us.
Proceeded to get down.
Yes. And then in turn, I had to buy a round of shots for everyone, so that was fun. And we just had a goofy, gay old time. It was chill.
Wow. Okay.
It was pretty random, but it worked out. So long story short, I do anticipate taking you and Yvonne to do the sinful act of maybe or maybe not paying to get into a hotel bar that normally costs like hundreds of dollars a night, if not like $1,000 a night.
That would be fun.
It is pretty fun.
Worst comes to worst, Lifetime ban.
Yeah, whatever. My children don't need to know what the joy of Disneyland is.
Never. It's all fake. Illuminati and whatnot. Is there even a Disneyland?
Am I getting injected by acid whenever I walk past those turnstiles? I think so. They just keep it coated. Why do you think they have a paintbrush every time? Every half hour, they got to recoat it. That's how it works.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you had a great time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Were you in the area, or did you guys drive around or Uber out? We stayed at a hotel, like I said, like less than a mile away. And the first night, especially first two nights, we just really just Ubered around and went to different spots like the Karl Strauss Brewery. We even went to like this one cool little brewery that was in downtown Anaheim, just across the street from Honda Center where the Ducks play, and it was called Dueling Ducks. And that was really never
cool.
Heard of that one.
I never had either. It was just Sin found it on I think Yelp or something like that. Shout out to Yelp, not a sponsor. And but you should. But anyway, she found that the first night we were there, and I was like, that name sounds sick. I want to check it out.
Dueling Ducks. Yeah.
Right. Went there and it was really fun. It was a chill spot. I think you would like it a lot. It was like just a straightforward brewery. Like if you want to eat food there, you have to get it from somewhere else and bring it in.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Luckily that day they had like a pizza food truck outside, which seemed bomb, but we had just eaten right before going in. So we didn't have the pizza, but people were bringing it in while they were drinking beer and having a good time. And I was like, oh, that seems so good. Next time if they have it back, I'll be down. But yeah, the owners are really nice. The person that was running it was really cool. Left some Beer Belly stickers, and they were really nice. And like saying, "Oh yeah, we'll leave it for anyone that wants them." They were chill.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good time. What else? What other breweries did we go to? They're escaping me now. I think we went to like one or two more that I can't recall the name of.
Wow.
But one thing that was neat and kind of crazy is there is a brewery called Brewery X, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were all the way over there?
It was, yeah. And it was right across the street from where, across like the train tracks or whatever, from where Dueling Ducks was. But Brewery X is like this huge, like gigantic foundry.
It's right next to Scandinavia, right? The mini golf place?
Oh, Scandia and all that?
Yeah. Is that what it's called? Scandia?
That one's Camelot over in that area. Yeah.
Camelot. But it's across the street from Camelot, right?
Yes. Yeah. Super close to that. Yeah.
You were right next
close.
to the Kaiser, right? The giant. Yeah. I used to go to a pot shop right across the street from that Kaiser. Literally right across the street.
I was born at that Kaiser. Which also explains the pot shop. Yeah.
That's why I was like, okay, you were a bit of a distance. I'm surprised you didn't go to Monkish. Monkish is so close to Disneyland.
Oh, I didn't realize it was right there, but you're right. God dang it. But you know what? Even more reason to go back down there, though, for sure.
Yeah. We need to go to that speakeasy. I really want to go there again. The one at the Packing District. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, we're looking forward to it for sure. That'll be great.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, some things I wanted to mention before we head out for the day. One, I think I might have mentioned it. We might have mentioned it on a previous episode, but we did get in trouble with TikTok. We have like a 7-minute rant talking about Ryu's penis bulge.
His V trigger.
His pipe or pipe in English.
His Hadouken.
Hadou dick. That's in Street Fighter 6. We have like a 7-minute conversation about that on our YouTube channel, Beer Belly Podcast, link below in the episode descriptions. But we condensed that down to about 45 seconds and immediately got removed from TikTok.
Damn you, TikTok. How dare you judge my obsession for Ryu's piece?
I think so. It was titled like Ryu has a pipe in Street Fighter 6, and once I got rid of that part, they approved it. So I think we're okay for now. I
mean, Capcom.
What
I'm applauding you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. We appreciate the arousal.
Now it feels realistic.
Yes. I want the sweat from his body and the perforation of his penis to smack me on the face. Absolutely. That way I know it's real. So that was a fun update. Another thing that John and I had briefly talked about the other day was we got invited by Spotify to early access of video episodes. So if ever you're wondering what the fuck our dumbasses look like as we're doing this silly little show,
Spotify it.
Exclusively on Spotify, video versions of the episodes, as well as, we do occasionally upload to YouTube as well. But the easy one to do is now Spotify. So we're going to be doing that. So yeah, if you can definitely just do audio if you want on Spotify, that'll play just fine. And it'll seamlessly, for the most part, transition to video. I know there's been times where I've watched Joe Rogan on Spotify, though, and sometimes that shit gets fucked up on Spotify. So Spotify, step up your game. So that way we don't have that issue anymore. Yeah, it's just random things to where, like, if you're watching the video version and then if you go to audio, sometimes it skips out and like all of a sudden it'll like restart your episode. I've not had that issue with our show yet, but I've had that happen to me watching Joe Rogan before.
That happened with me when I was watching. I don't listen to Joe Rogan. I've only listened to 2 episodes, and the David Blaine episode, of course, and the Mr. Beast one.
Oh, I'll have to check that. Oh, that was a recent one too.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Oh, I'll check it out.
It was a really good one, yeah.
Nice. Not that Joe Rogan needs our
our
endorsements or anything.
No, not at all.
He's not doing so well these days. He's probably only got like 3 billion streams instead of 5 billion.
That's nothing. Chip change.
Hard times. But anyway, yes. If you want to check out the video versions more easily and conveniently, Spotify is the way to go. But obviously, you can find us wherever you normally do, wherever you prefer. But just throwing that out there for you. But anyway, this episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without words of wisdom from John for the week. Good sir, lay it on us.
Fight the oppressors that are TikTok and spread the word of reuse penis.
Cockdookin! Sounds good. Propaganda, never better. I like it. But it's the truth, so it's okay. I like that. Yes. This day will go down in history and be printed in history books as well. Social studies in 6th grade, reuse penis in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, yeah. I need
Street Fighter
to see the shadow
like
of the beast. How dare you, TikTok? How dare you?
Or remember this.
Fight everyone. Fight them.
You better be able to see it move a little bit in motion in Street Fighter 6 as you're playing Ryu. Like,
I'll return that game
forward,
right quick.
It's got to sway back. And if he's walking backward, he's got to sway forward.
I bet I'm telling you, if they don't, returning the game.
Absolutely. Refund. I demand a refund. I will uninstall the game even if I directly download it. I will petition.
No matter. Yes. Awful.
All right, then, y'all. Well, have a great one. Take care. Send in your questions for us to answer on the show. You can either DM us with the links below, or you can email us beerbellypod@gmail.com. Otherwise, this has been Beer Belly for the week. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.